And baby, you gotta respond to it. I don't make this loud. You gotta respond to this.
Atlanta police are blaming a local rapper's music video for the deaths of two.
The bullets, it was nothing but bullets, pop, 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 pop.
At least 25 shots fired.
Yeah, it was terrible.
After DJ Akademiks went live and claimed he had been jumped by members of Fort BF, reports began circulating that federal authorities have been investigating Lil Baby and quietly building a case against him. This new beef with Akademiks could potentially spark the first wave of arrests connected to 4 power factors, possibly leading closer to Lil Baby himself. To understand the current evidence being discussed, it's important to look at how Akademiks says the situation unfolded. It started with a tweet from Akademiks confirming that he was slapped by Lil Baby's cameraman, K. Rich, during an encounter in Miami. A photo later surfaced showing Akademiks' close associate AJ standing with a police officer at the scene, indicating the altercation escalated to the point where law enforcement was called. Later that same night, K. Rich allegedly went live and bragged about confronting Akademiks, further fueling the controversy.
Boom. And he said something, I swear to God, right hand of God. I smacked the right hand of God, bro. I smacked.
You smacked Akademiks?
Yes, and then listen, after I smacked him, listen. Yo, Lil Baby, eat a. I'm not even gonna address it, Lil Baby. You eat a, because I don't know this, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm getting that Lil Baby, because I've been waiting for this. I can't take it out on a I don't know. I'm up tens of millions of dollars. I'm taking it out on this boss. Yo, Lil Baby, if this is what you believe or he believe, both y'all eat a. Whatever y'all think, that's what it is.
As some fans began asking, what does this have to do with Lil Baby? Akademiks claimed he would expose everything. According to him, it started with a tweet alleging that Lil Baby's camp paid him $30,000 to ease up on criticism of the album, only to later backdoor him by allegedly sending K. Rich to confront and swing on him anyway.
Lil Baby gotta drop his new album. And I'm gonna start really getting on business. Yo, Lil Baby, you and your team paid me $30,000 to keep quiet about your motherfucking album. And I sat there and I realized, I said, well, if you pay me $30,000, there ain't no way you sent a come swing on me. Why would you do that? Don't make no sense. $30,000 you could pay for a hit. Why the would you send to come swing on me for pennies and to clean your balls in your drawers and then pay me $30,000? I got the receipts posted just. Why would you pay me afterwards? Cause y'all whole demeanor was an act. You a wave, and I said I'll fall back. I said I can't lie to, but I'll fall back, and y'all paid me to do it. Y'all paid me.
But according to Akademiks, once Lil Baby decided to play games with him, he raised the stakes, saying they would now have to pay him $300,000 if they wanted him to stay silent about Lil Baby's next album.
And baby, you gotta respond to it. I don't make this loud. You gotta respond to this. You're gonna either be pussy or you're gonna stand on it and say, I did backdoor that. You thought we was cool? When I asked you in the morning, you know what you said? So the first thing I said, yo, bro, you know what came up to me? He said some 4 p.m. You know the first thing you said? Yo, act, chill, act, man, you on that police? You scared of this 4 p.m. Bet, cool. I say, yo, nah, baby, like this was. So he's like, act, what? You acting dumb.
According to the claims being circulated, he allegedly became nervous on the phone because the incident could make it easier for law enforcement to target 4 power factors, especially if multiple members were now being portrayed as dangerous. This situation is described as especially bad for Lil Baby given what some say is already unfolding behind the scenes. Reports tied to proceedings in the Atlanta court system have fueled further speculation, with talk of an investigator taking the stand and references to wiretapped calls being reviewed. Within those claims, it has also been alleged that someone mentioned Lil Baby having tickets placed on certain individuals, though these remain allegations rather than proven facts.
Come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even like that, man. Them got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unc, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders?
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested?
Harm. Or
and who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones had wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
Meaning, according to the allegations being discussed, Lil Baby was accused of putting money up to have people dealt with something some fans have compared to other high-profile cases, though on a much smaller scale. Akademiks went on to claim that this was essentially what had just happened to him, framing it as retaliation rather than a direct hit. He further alleged that authorities in Atlanta were preparing to pursue a broader RICO case involving 4 power factors and Lil Baby, potentially spanning multiple charges, though these claims remain unproven and based on his account.
So there's this journalist, he's out of Atlanta, well-reputed journalist. His name is George Cheedy. Like, he was the person who was very accurate on predicting that YSL was going to get indicted in the RICO. He's an Atlanta journalist, certified. He's really good. He's came out and he said that the Atlanta Public Defenders Council, like the office, they're basically their specialized unit for Georgia's Public Defender's Office. The unit that specializes on gang cases says the office is actively preparing for a racketeering indictment on the 4PF and OMF case. Now, I don't know what OMF is, and that he expects Lil Baby to be indicted.
This sparked a frenzy across the internet, even drawing a response from Young Thug, who tweeted, "This is the biggest liar in the DA office," while posting what he claimed was an image of investigator Marissa and publicly calling her out. DJ Akademiks went on to further discuss her alleged involvement, claiming she was actively working to build a case aimed at locking up Lil Baby, adding even more fuel to the controversy.
Young Thug did to have and this is how you know this 4PF is real. Young Thug posted the woman. This is Marissa Vivierdo. He said, biggest liar in the DA office. He posted her, okay? And then he also reposted, all my homies hate Vivierdo. Now, this is someone who is a officer of the law. This is someone who is a government official. When you do that and you're under probation, the government is going to be like, oh, you sending a smoke signal that people should hurt this woman? That's why they're doing a motion to revoke his shit. Why did he do this? Because she's testifying in the OMF case, and she's basically saying, yo, OMF and 4PF, Lil Baby and them, they're beefing and is dying, and indictments finna come down.
What Young Thug did next, according to Akademiks, is where things became even more serious and further convinced people that 4 power factors was under real scrutiny. Young Thug publicly posted a photo of the woman he identified as Marissa Vivierdo, calling her the biggest liar in the DA's office, and later reposted a message saying, all my homies hate Vivierdo. Akademiks pointed out that this was a major issue because she is a law enforcement investigator and government official, and Thug was doing this while on probation. From the government's perspective, Akademiks argued, this could be interpreted as signaling or encouraging harm toward her, which is why prosecutors moved to revoke his probation. He explained that Vivierdo was testifying in the OMF case and allegedly connecting OMF and 4 power factors, claiming there was ongoing beef tied to violence and that indictments were coming. Akademiks then said this is where Lil Baby allegedly made one of the biggest mistakes of his career. While under investigation and amid growing scrutiny, he abruptly shut down his 4PF-affiliated record label. It was later reported that the move was made to avoid the label being classified as a street team, though Akademiks suggested that, in his opinion, the decision only made Lil Baby appear more guilty in the public eye.
4 Pockets 4 had to come to an end, you know what I'm saying?
When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because of all shit that be going on. And I had to start learning that, like, other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first, you know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'd be a fool to just keep the same thing going. They trying to make something out of something that it ain't. Right. Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're gonna switch that whole thing up. It ain't even just about the police, it's just period, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that I talk about.
Ending his record label and street team while already under investigation made Lil Baby appear, to many observers, even more suspicious. Authorities allegedly viewed the move as an attempt to distance himself, rather than a coincidence. Shortly after, attention intensified when the Atlanta Police Department publicly addressed the situation, stating that Lil Baby was being scrutinized in connection with events that led to the deaths of 2 individuals last summer. During a press conference on Wednesday, Atlanta PD announced that 7 arrests had been made in connection with the deaths of Jacoby Davis and Lemon Freeman. Major Ralph explained that the incidents were tied to a larger group-related conflict that reportedly began at the filming of one of Lil Baby's music videos last May, where 3 people were injured. He emphasized law enforcement's stance by stating, "This team will work relentlessly to hold you accountable," a remark many interpreted as being directed squarely at Lil Baby.
The investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
The same woman featured in the news clip inadvertently revealed Lil Baby's location to authorities. She posted a video on her Facebook showing Lil Baby at a taco stand, filming a music video 3 cars deep, clearly excited and likely anticipating a busy day of business.
Between the it was nothing but pop, 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 pop.
At least 25 fired.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was just a concert. I was waiting for Lil Baby to come buy my tacos up.
According to investigators, the ops hadn't even known Lil Baby was filming at the location. It was the Facebook video that tipped them off, prompting them to arrive on the scene with firearms and clear the area. The more concerning part, however, is that federal authorities are reportedly placing the blame on Lil Baby, a development that could potentially devastate his entire rap career. A viral tweet even claimed, "If Lil Baby gets recorded, his career is done," echoing what Akademiks has also said, that his position in the music industry is already precarious.
Where y'all at? We over here kicking it. We got Lil Baby shooting a video around here. We know how we do it, that slapping taco. Baby, there he go, there he go. Y'all see him? He came to get him some tacos, baby. Y'all better pull up, cause you already know how he doing this slapping tacos, baby.
But what if I told you that Lil Baby is being targeted for one specific reason? It all starts with a Young Thug interview in which he discussed Gunna.voice.
I just like to help people, you know.
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
Yeah, I know everybody wondering that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
He said, quote, "I know everyone wonders that," which quickly sparked a viral tweet that read, "Once you learn the effects of gun snitching in the YSL trial, you'll understand why Thug and Baby will never be cool with him again. Go learn." This set off a viral Reddit thread dissecting the situation, beginning with Akademiks claiming that the Atlanta DA is reportedly setting a secret trap for all Atlanta rappers just 1 month after Gunna's cooperation came